Hello and welcome back to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. Let me get this out of the way. So today's video, $5,000 portfolio, what I would invest in if I only had $5,000. Now, I don't like the term only had $5,000 because I think as a community, we're from very different parts of the world. We've got different backgrounds. $5,000 to some person is very different to another. So it's an overview about what I would do if I had coming into the market today 5,000. But we'll talk about that as we go through the video. So to begin with, today we're going to look at what we can do if we begin our portfolio today with 5K. And as I've said before, life-changing money is relative to each individual person watching this. I have three ways to structure this based on risk tolerance, super safe to a little more speculative. And as I said before, life-changing money can mean so many different things to so many different people. So I think it's important to bear that in mind as we progress through the video. Obviously, some of you guys might have 50 in there, might have 100,000 in there. Some of you guys might have 5, 6, 7, 800 in your building. Whatever stage you're at least you're in. That's the most important thing for now. At least you're in. And we'll work out ways that we can get more in as a group as we go along. So by 2025, you can expect certain things happening. You'll be hearing your barber. You'll be going to your local shop. You'll be going to your supermarket, and you'll hear people talking about cryptocurrency in 2025. That's the point where we'll be selling our bags. Hopefully, you'll be doing the same. You'll be taking your profits. You'll be doing what you need to do, because by that point, when it's so talked about, then that's the new money coming in, and it's probably too late. So we've got to make sure that we work out how we're going to take our maximum gains. And there is a slight reality check here that, the people who are going to be joining in 2025 and are joining late, they probably are going to have their bags, depleted, because we're going to be the ones selling to them. So they'll buy their bags well too late, and then they'll hold it down, maybe try and push again for the 2030 bull run. But it might put a lot of people off in the long run. And unfortunately, that's one of the harsher realities of crypto. So super safe, if you want to go super safe. Now, I don't recommend this personally, but if you want to go super safe, this is by all means up to you. Just buy Ethereum. Just buy Ethereum. I know this first example isn't exciting, but if we expect ETH to hit 10K per coin, for 5K today, you'll get 3 ETH, maybe just slightly over 3 ETH. So 5K in, 30K out, nice and simple, if that's what you want to do. Maybe that's all you want. Maybe that's fine for you. Maybe you've got this idea that you want this certain thing. You think, well, I'll chuck 5K and I'll get 30K, I'll buy the car that I want, or something like that. I don't know what each individual circumstance is, but that's one way of doing things. Personally, I am not touching Bitcoin or ETH, Ethereum. I'm not, as I'm trying to position myself for better gains in the bull run. So let's take a look at a solid 5K portfolio. The profit figures that I'm talking about are taken from my lower target prices. I think it's important to get profits banked. Kind of trying to manage expectations a little bit as well, because we don't want to be expecting 100x, 1000x gains, and then we only get 50. I say only 50. 50 is great, but if we're expecting 100, are we holding too long? And I don't want any of us to do that. I want us all to win here. I want us all to be, I want us to have that 2025 mindset when we're all, it'd be great, just to, all the success stories that we can have in the comments in the 2025 bull run. Maybe we can go for a beer, or, go get something to eat, maybe get a group together and just have a good chat. It'd be nice to see the success stories and how things have affected people's lives from where they were now to where they are then. So first, QNT. As you know, I'm a big QNT holder. I do think that it's going to do superbly well. We know it's limited supply. It's only got 14.8 million. We know that Gilbert Verdian has got massive connections to the Bank of England, the Bank of International Settlements. He's so well connected. A lot of institutional money will be going into QNT. It's definitely going to be a 10x, in my opinion. And I think that that's the first one we should look at. So I'd put 1,500 quid into there. That'd get you 16.87 quant. And I fully expect to see a 1K quant. So that's our first 6,870 in the bank. So it's a nice start. Looking good. Second, Casper. King Casper. I think it's going to have to start being called. There's a few videos on the channel about Casper, as there is on Quant as well. As you know, Casper is a layer one. It's doing great things in the space. It's a proof of work token. It's just not going down. It keeps going up. And it's definitely a play. And it's not had a bull market yet. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this performs. It's been known that Bitcoin's gold and Casper's silver. It's definitely worth having a look at one of the videos. You want to go a bit more of a deep dive on Casper. So 1,500 in there would get you 32,344 Casper. I expect to see $2 Casper, so that's 64,688 in the bank. Third, HBAR. And by the way, the Casper price, I will caveat that a little bit later, because there is another way that you might be able to do that with a smaller risk. HBAR, we know how well connected HBAR are. We know the whole situation with HBAR. I've made videos on HBAR. You've probably heard of HBAR. Their partners are huge, massive crypto in the space. 1K in would get you 19,862 HBAR, and I expect to see $1. So that's another 19,862 in the bank. Fourth is Trias. Again, I've said before, limited supply. I really do like scarcity. I think it can really push price. There's only 10 million Trias available. Now, there has been a lot of talk, particularly regarding the KuCoin situation with Trias and how they think there may be a delisting. There's not been an official announcement on that yet, as I'm aware. I can't find any to say it's been officially delisted, but they do have other exchanges on there as well. And you know, I think there's maybe a bit of FUD with Trias. With only 10 million tokens, I think this is definitely a goer. 1K in Trias gets you 382 Trias, and I expect $100 per Trias. So that's $38,200 in the bank. So as you can see, we've turned a 5K portfolio, yes, with some risk, of course, into 140K. If you think the Casper price is too bullish, just half it. So take it as $1 instead. And it's 107,000 instead for the total portfolio. Now, again, that's still massive. You know, if you've come in at 5K and you're walking out with 107K, I think that's really good. Again, though, I would always look to be taking profits earlier. These are just to make it simple. But, you know, with the likes of Quant, I'll be taking profits in like 725, maybe 748, something like that. I always recommend taking profits just below the round number. So if you're looking for $1, take 91, take 94, take 97 cents. Because human nature, and again, I've spoken about this before, psychology always suggests that people will hold for a round number. It's human nature, it's instinct to do that. So if you take just below, then you're taking your full profits, or you know, percentages of your profits, because you can structure it in 4 ways, 5 ways. There's a video on Quant, there's a video on HBAR where I show you a 5-tier exit strategy. I'd recommend you go and check them out if you want to see how I would do that, but we'll talk about that again in the future videos as well. So you're not going to lose out, because we're not in anywhere near profit-taking stages at the minute. We're here to accumulate as much as we can. The final option, now this is a little bit more risk, but you can halve the Trias to $500 and add $500 to Jasmy. Jasmy's heavily linked with Sony, data lockups, controlling your data. I've said before about data being the new oil. And there's possibly going to be token lockups as well, but we'll talk about that. There is Jasmy videos as well. You can check that too. It's a bit more spread. So with 500 in Jasmy, you get 137,000 Jasmy tokens. And I fully expect it to hit 20 cents. But with that token lockup, if it is 35 billion that's going to be locked up, then we could easily see this hit $1. But we'll err on the side of caution. We'll wait to hear, you know, basically regarding that news. 137,000 at 20 cents is $27,400 in the bank. So you can now see what's possible from that initial 5K, but why would you stop there? It would make no sense. If you're coming into the market and you have that lump sum approach and you can go, right, here's my 5K, I'm putting that in, but you've got a job, you might have a side hustle, you might be getting various revenue streams coming in. If you are, then continue to DCA in through all the months. You know, you've got October, which we expect to be very bloody. You've got November, December, January, February, March, and then into the Bitcoin halving in April. So that's 7 months from today. If you're DCAing in, can you get that to 10K? Can you get it to 15, 20K? Can you get up to 30, 50K? If you can, the less X's you need at those levels to still be massively profitable, absolutely life-changing. 50K into crypto is you know, if you play it right, millionaire status come 2025. Excuse me. Do you like these coins? The coins I've mentioned. If you don't, that's okay. You don't have to. This is the beauty of cryptocurrency. You might have 4, 5, 6 altcoins that you really fully believe in. You might have 2 or 3, you know, outlying low market caps. Like I've got Labs, for instance. It's not performing too great today, I've noticed, but you know, it is what it is. But you might have these other coins, and that's fine. you know, and we'll talk about those other coins. Let me know in the comments what these coins are, and we'll have a good discussion about them. That's fine. You don't have to don't follow this exactly, but it just gives you an idea of what's possible based on the next bull run and how we can do these things. It's massively important. You know, the most important thing is that we all succeed, and that's what we're trying to do. And by being here as early as this, and yeah, it would have been great if you guys were here, or the channel wasn't here then, but if you were there DCAing in, 2022 and 2023, and you're going to have a bigger bag, what you should do, and that would be great. I want you all to succeed. I do want you all to do genuinely well. I want to see the comments filled with success stories from you guys, because it will mean a lot to me. So also, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who subscribed, liked, commented, and even viewed any of our videos, because the view is arguably, the most important thing. But subscriber wise now, we're up to 810, which is mind blowing. So we're pushing towards that 900 now. I really want to get it to that 1K mark. All I can do is produce the videos, and do that part of things. I can't control any of the other things, the subscribers, the views, the likes, the comments. The comments have been fantastic. The community we're building here is really, really special, and I really enjoy interacting with every single one of you. I do try and answer every comment. I hope you can see that. I genuinely do. If I've missed any of them, please just send another comment. Tell me you've missed one, and I'll go and check it. I genuinely will. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you will smash the like button if you did enjoy this. Subscribe if you can. I'm trying to motor down now to that 1,000 mark. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Also, comment below, because we've got a lot more subscribers now. Comment below whereabouts in the world you're watching from, because that always intrigues me. So as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Goodbye.